Winter, why do you travel?
Why do I travel? I travel because I want to see the world. I want to see how other people live. Um, I'm a very curious person by nature. And so when I finally was able to really save enough money to travel, I just took off. I've always walked around. Even when I was younger, I would just one day wake up and pick a place I wanted to go, figure out how to get there. I just decided I was going to go outside the house and see what I saw, which is kind of how I still travel today, to be honest. So. I'm a librarian and an archivist, and so my job has informed the way I travel because it helps me to be curious. It gave me that kind of extra underlying ability to find things that other people on tours wouldn't find on their own. And then I take that with me on tour and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go here. And I've had people literally be like, oh, we're gonna follow you. We're gonna do the same thing. And I get really excited and start to talk really fast about it and get passionate. And the person is like, oh my God, that sounds fun. We're gonna join you. And so I've made friends that way too, because I bleed joy when it's something that I'm really interested in. So when I go on tour, I specifically make an effort to get to know people. I've made a ton of friends on tour. Like my first tour in Southern Italy, I loved Barbara. She was one of my favorite people to talk to. There was also a couple named Leah and John. There was Eric and Betty. Betty is one of the funnest people I've ever met. And I loved Eric just because I kid you not, he looked exactly like Santa Claus. There's Hillary and her sister Donna. There's Doug, my new friend Ron, who loves interior design. You know, I have friends like Carol, who lives in Brooklyn, where because we formed a friendship, we hang out. And I was like, yes, Brooklyn, someone else from Brooklyn is on this tour. But it turned out that we have so much in common. We went to the ice cream place, just being able to get that feeling inside, like being able to laugh about the same thing. Like, oh yeah, remember when that happened? And then you both start giggling, you dissolve into a puddle of giggles. That's fun for me. Like, there's a warmth that happens when you remember a really good story. And so I have plans to travel to so many different places. My whole travel life is about seeing things and soaking it in and having an understanding outside of what I can see where I am locally. It's all of that combined, you know, it kind of makes it worthwhile to travel and to come home and be comfortable in my own home. So yes, I will continue exploring.